Hey.
So, for those rejoining us, I'm not going to name names, but somebody pushed the end stream button. So, yeah.
Oopsies.
Oopsies, I pushed the wrong button. Yeah. He's going to name names.
We're not going to name names. That would be madness.
No, somebody else named a name. He did the thing with the thing to push the thing by the thing. So, for those of you rejoining us, sorry about that. I did post a link in the groups, and then also if you go to my channel, on YouTube, which is where it was at before, for primary chat, it's back there again. You'll see another Myles Wohl Part 2, but Mr. Wohl's going to go ahead, and we're now going to go ahead and look at a painting he's working on, or sketch, of a very awesome character that needs more love from the MCU. Hopefully we'll get that soon.
Yeah. All right, before we go too far, I didn't notice your little friend in the background. Who is that?
Yeah, that's my dog Muppet.
Muppet? I love him.
Yeah, she was.
I've got a Muppet too, scratching my leg. I got a little long-haired dachshund.
Mine are banished to upstairs.
Yeah, she's Chinese crested. She's hopefully will sit there and be good for as long as we're doing this stream. We'll see. I took her out before we started the stream, so she should be good on that front. So.
I'm gonna try to remember how I do this. I know
I'm gonna flip my camera around here so you guys can see my easel. Sorry for the vertigo.
Oh wow!
So this is not what I'm gonna be working on, but it's here to help me get the focus right.
Dude,
that is available, man. That's a Hellboy piece that I previously finished.
I've done this one time before, and I'm not getting it right. Mr. Fuller, do you know how to change him to the main camera?
Usually, I think if you double click on him, sometimes that'll work. Otherwise, if you I used to right click on it on the three dots.
Okay,
you have those, and solo view or something. There you go.
There we go. All right, perfect. All right,
cool. So, yeah, this is just for focus purposes, but what I'm going to be working on is, so that Ghost Rider is the sketch that I've transferred to, you might be able to see a little bit of it.
Yeah, see the teeth. Oh, there we go.
Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of light, so, and it's
yeah,
very, very light sketch. So basically, I could talk about my process a bit. I did this basically the same way I would do a sketch card or a large painting. Essentially, I work on a sketch, usually starting with some small, tiny little thumbnail drawings, and then I'll pull that into the computer. It's a lot easier to kind of move stuff around quickly and iterate on, especially on a larger piece with multiple characters. And I'll finalize a drawing, and essentially what I'll do is I'll print that drawing out, and then I'm old school, so I print it out, and you'll see in the back of this piece, you'll see there's a whole bunch of pencil. I basically make my own carbon paper by just scrubbing on the back of the piece of paper, and then put it on here, and then just trace over these lines with pen to transfer the basic drawing down to the board. And then once the drawing's down on the board, I'll spray fix it so that the pencil doesn't move, and from there it's on to color. It's on to actual oil painting at that point. This board has been covered with an acrylic, basically just an acrylic base of red. And so it's kind of like those other paintings we saw before. You're going to see that show through when I start painting black and white on top of it, and hopefully it should be a cool effect. We'll see as we're working on it. It'll probably look weird for a while, so enjoy that part of the process. But
this is just like black magic to me. My brain can't comprehend how you're gonna, I know logically how you're gonna do it, but I could never in a million years do something like this. Just the color theory alone oh my God, I'm so looking forward to this.
Yeah, so credit where credit's due. You guys probably remember the preliminary art that Dave Palumbo had for his masterpiece set. And I studied with Dave for a semester in Smart School, And I was always just blown away by how he did his preliminary work that he sends to art directors. Like that's how he does his sketches that he sends to art directors. And he does that with like a red base, and he does black and white on top. It's a really cool effect. And I haven't been able to like work it into my process for doing like full size paintings and stuff like that. But it's a really fun way to do some quicker sketches and like loosen up kind of sketches and loosen up my brush strokes and stuff. So that's what we're doing today.
Before we do this sketch, is there anything that you have that you were interested in selling possibly, or, people can contact you about right now? I know you have a website, which is, going to be linked in the description. I'll do that after the fact, but also on your Instagram, you've got a few things. Was there anything you want to show the people in the chat?
Yeah, I mean,
that reach out to you
for a smaller piece. That piece is definitely for sale.
Okay.
The price I charge for a piece around that size is $250. But for anybody watching the stream, we'll do a 30% off for the stream. So
okay,
$175 if anybody wants that piece that's painted in oils. It's 5x7, I want to say. So yep, if anybody wants that. And then this piece, when we finish it, it will be for sale. So I don't know how you guys want to do that. If you just want to run an auction while we're going and then end it before we end the stream, we could do that, or however you guys want to do it.
Let's see how many people we get. If we get 15 people in the chat, I've messaged a few people that are big Ghost Rider fans to see if they want to jump in to take a look. Hopefully they'll be able to join us. But yeah, if we can get a few more viewers, we'll go ahead and run it for an auction. And it'll probably be Matt Fuller outbidding everybody, honestly. So,
well, he's not a mutant, so people might be safe.
Yeah, you're a mutant person as well, too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm a Ghost Rider fan myself, but yeah, unfortunately, I spent a little too much this week on a few other things, and then also down here in Louisiana, we've had record heat, so our electric bills are in the 500s. Unfortunately,
wow.
Yeah. So I've added more stuff to my eBay store. Let's put it that way. So, but yeah, we'll take a look. I'll keep track of the counter, and then I'll let you go ahead and start painting. And
so right off the bat, I've got a question, and I'm assuming you can answer while you're working. If you can't, please, I don't want to interrupt you. But I'm fascinated just with the process. So again, non-artist, but seeing you use sort of a wider brush like that, do you sort of start with like the thicker lines, and what's sort of your theory on where you start?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do here is essentially I'm going to start. If you imagine you were looking at a skull and you squinted your eyes down hard enough that there were basically just two colors there, like a dark and a light. And that's basically the form. If you can convey that, then you've got the form, and then everything else is detail that you can layer in on top of that. So that's essentially where I'm going to start here. Is I'm going to try to work on getting the form good with just some dark gray, black, and a dark gray, and then I'm going to come in and start cutting, I guess you could say, lighter and darker details from there. I am trying to work with a larger brush on this, and I'm, in general, I do with these pieces, and then I'll get smaller and smaller as we go, as far as the brush is concerned. But part of the life of these kind of pieces is I definitely want to keep some of these brush strokes in there. I want you to see that at the end. I want to show the hand of the artist. I got to be honest, my hand is a little shaky right now. I'm a little nervous. I've never painted live on a stream before. I have, I've recorded my paintings and showed them, but I've never actually painted live. So, of course, I started with the most intricate part first as I'm doing this, because that's smart.
And do you normally paint with it sort of a vertical like that?
Yeah. Okay. In general, when you paint, you usually do want to paint vertical, and it helps save you from making mistakes that you're going to have to correct later. Because when you, even if you if I showed you this painting at an angle, all of a sudden the perspective's all weird and you're having trouble. If you look at a picture and you look at it at an angle, all of a sudden the bottom of the painting, everything on the bottom of the painting looks bigger and everything on top looks smaller, right? So it throws off your perception and your ability to gauge the proportions of things that you're painting. So
we have a comment in chat from Mr. Tony Perna has joined us. He said, I missed the part where Myles mentions which medium he uses. So if you want to recap for him,
Yeah,
while we're
this is
doing
oil
this.
paint, and that's the primary medium I use pretty much for everything, from sketch cards to full-size paintings.
Yep.
Right now, we are using 2 colors. We're using white and black, and we're doing that on a red painted ground, essentially a red painted panel, 8x10 panel.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do here, I mean, you can see I'm even like just blocking out the teeth. The teeth are totally black right now, and I'll come in and cut in to add in the highlights and stuff later with a lighter color. And the other thing too is I want to get a lot of black in here, and there's going to be quite a bit of black in this painting because I'm going to really want the white, and white is what we're going to be using to convey fire here because we're not using yellow or orange. We got some of the red from the background, the reddish orange in the background. But this like super white that's going to go up here is going to convey the heat. And if you surround the white with something really dark, it looks even brighter, right? And so that's kind of the goal there.
I'm taking your word on all of this. Like,
yeah, hopefully it'll convey in the end. We'll
yeah,
see.
I just love watching it. Like, seriously, you'd probably have better luck teaching coding to a Neanderthal than teaching me how to paint. So this is just fun for me.
Ooga ooga, throw
Yeah, exactly.
modded wall. Me make art. Put handprint on.
Yeah, right.
And this is my favorite ghostwriter. This is Danny Ketch, ghostwriter too. So, are there any books you're currently reading, or any trade paperbacks you've picked up recently that you've been enjoying?
What I've been trying to do is catch up on the Mutant series, honestly, at this point. Like, there's so much going on with the Dawn of X and all that stuff, and I'm months behind. So I'm trying to catch up on what the heck is going on there.
Yeah. It's
so many books these days, too. You know, it's not just like you're reading one X-Men book. X-Men Red, X Factor.
Yeah.
I guess you don't have X Factor anymore, X Force.
It's like, which book do I read? Which one? Where do I start?
Yeah.
I found something on Reddit. It's like, here's what you should read. And I'm like, okay, I just keep going back and referring to that every time I have a chance to read some books.
I don't know if you have an Ollie's bargain outlet by you, but Ollie's actually has trade paperbacks, and I picked up the Kevin Smith run of Daredevil with Joe Quesada, and I think also is a David Mack trade paperback of Daredevil, and a few other things not too long ago. But you can get paperbacks there for literally like what would cost you normally like $25 for like $4 or $5. You know, hardcovers too. So, and then also you got the Marvel Unlimited, and around like Thanksgiving time, like Black Friday, they normally do, if you're on their mailing list, like email list, they'll send you like a half off code.
Yeah.
For that, but you have to wait, unfortunately, for almost a year sometimes for books to come on. So,
yeah, I do subscribe to Marvel Unlimited. It's just a question of like time. So, and I have a pretty decent sized collection of comics from back when I was a kid. I just like don't have the room for that anymore. So now I'm just all digital as far as reading comics.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm running out of room as well right now. I'm on my 4th long box.
That's about what I have in the other room, about 4 long boxes.
Yeah, and then also the EPAC has what's called Collect Forever, and I do buy stuff off of there as well. So the difference is like with that, it's you don't have to go to a store and buy like 25 of the same book to get one of those dealer incentive books. It's the same thing as opening up a pack of cards. You might get a variant, like 1 out of 25 or 1 out of like 56 or 51 or 1 out of 101. So I've been lucky. I've gotten a bunch of 1 out of 25s, but not anything of a higher variant, like a virgin cover or things like that. So, and you said you do also sometimes paint on those blank comic covers, correct?
Yeah, I do some sketch covers occasionally.
Okay.
They can be a bit difficult sometimes with oil to kind of get the cover to lay flat and stuff like that, but it's not too bad.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure that paper was ever designed for for painting or drawing on. But we do
Yeah.
our best.
Yeah, it's not a thick cardstock or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to have possible some warping issues, depending upon what you're using with it. I mean, I'm assuming they assume you're going to be using Copics or,
Right.
something else like that. But yeah.
I have so many questions. Right?
Hey, go for it, man. I'm happy to answer questions and
So,
I'll do my best.
so you're using oils, but so to the left there, I assume you watered it down a little to make it look more like the wash.
Yeah, so this is this is my palette right now. And I have that white is straight out of the tube, that black is straight out of the tube, and then for convenience, because I was going to be painting on the stream and didn't want to be mixing too many colors, I made a light gray and a dark gray, and that'll help me like cheat my way quicker to get to some of the medium colors. I'll wind up mixing these together at some point, but for right now, I'm just trying to block in with these these 4 values, I guess I could say. Did that make sense?
Absolutely. Just
Cool. And the thing I love so much about oils is like I can mess with this for a while. It's going to be wet for quite a bit, and so I can play with it and I can blend into it right on the painting here itself before I'm done. And so it's not fighting me. It's not drying up while I'm working, which is nice. It's it takes some getting used to. I think people who come from acrylic, and certainly when I came from acrylic originally, it's something that I struggled with. Was just how long it stays wet, and I wanted to go on top of it, and the key is kind of just learning to control how much you're putting down early, because if it gets too thick, it can really fight you. So you want to start thin and then get thicker as you go.
the rider just showed up and is losing his mind.
I think Josh is some competition for
right.
owning this piece. Honestly,
It's definitely one of his characters. I mean, it's funny. Like, it was great to see the paints like that, but again, you could have told me, "Oh yeah, I just mix in some Wing of Bat and Eye of Newt," and I would have been like, "Oh, that makes sense."
If that would help me paint, I would do it.
Yeah.
I just love the process. We have a new guest adding a little more flavor to our stream here, Mr. Tony Perna.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I bring you flavor.
I bring you flavor. Welcome to Flavor Town. Would you like spicy nuggets?
Absolutely, I'm hungry.
Oh man. But yeah, we're just we're
You did
checking
some
out
work for the most recent set, right?
The Marvel Masterpieces.
Right,
yeah.
I thought I saw you just posted some stuff, right?
Oh, for Premiere.
From-
that's coming up. Yeah.
Very cool.
No, Tony, you in Allegiance as well?
Not the one that just came out. Not the X-Men Avengers.
the Infinity Trilogy, perhaps.
It would be something coming up.
I didn't know that Allegiance was coming out today, the Avengers versus X-Men, and I called DACA or emailed DACA and said, hey, I want to change it to the Infinity Trilogy because I love Ron Lim and Jim Starlin. It's just, yeah. And I was like, and older comic cuts too. You know, I'm hoping out of the 5 boxes I pre-ordered, maybe I'll get a comic cut of like Thanos or Silver Surfer or somebody.
That'd be nice.
So
Yeah,
it's like, okay. And it doesn't, I was worried it's going to come out next year. And it's like, oh yeah, it releases on October 26th is what the rep told me. I was like, just in time for Halloween. So
Don't dip your brush in your drink. That's one tip, pro tip I can give you.
little Gatorade never hurt anybody in acrylics, you know,
Almost
oils.
did it, but
So
I managed.
I might be the only one who thinks this, but to me, and Myles, maybe this is a whole new channel idea for you. Like, if you were doing this live painting and just had some like royalty-free music in the background, this would be like the ultimate audio-visual ASMR combo. Seriously.
I can try to hum a little Chuck Mangione.
Right. Or just like put a microphone really close so we can hear the brushstrokes, right?
Yeah.
Do I need to get out the flute again?
The microphone's really close to my face right now because where it is, so you might hear like me sigh occasionally, and I promise it's not because of anything you're saying. It's because sometimes I hold my
Right.
breath.
So you're not getting bored of us. That's good.
No, I hold my breath. My wife will, like, if she's in here while I'm painting, she's like, "You've sighed like 10 times in the last 5 minutes." I'm like, "It's because I hold my breath during
Well,
certain
it's actually a biological function of relieving stress. The more you sigh, the more calmer you actually get.
Yeah, unless you're a teenage girl, and then it's just sort of like wallpaper in the background.
Well, those are more of like
That's pretty much our house. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, and it's always when they walk into my view. Like, they'll walk down, they're like, la di da, then it's like, all of a sudden I hear, and I'm like, how do I not take that personally?
But it's true, though. A lot of artists do hold their breath. I do that when I do detailed ink work.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just hold my breath and just do the lines really, really good. And then go back and exactly the thing. And I didn't even know I was doing it until it was pointed out to me. And then I was getting lightheaded too. So
Yeah.
It's all that sniper training of yours, right?
Pressing the left stick to hold your breath in every sniper game, right?
There you go. Myles,
Already.
how long have you been painting?
I started oil painting in 2017, acrylic a couple of years before that. So relatively
I
recently.
hate when that happens, Derv.
That scared the crap out of me.
Well, it's even worse when it's you on there doing it, and you like catch it, you startle yourself.
I'm trying to.
I think Nate. Yeah,
There we go. There we go. Sorry, guys.
So are oils your primary go-to medium?
Yeah, oil's pretty much all I do as far as finished pieces these days.
Cool. Very
I do
nice.
a lot of sketching, obviously, like for myself, and I've actually gotten crazy into like James Gurney, and I've been doing a whole bunch of trying to do like plein air painting and all kinds of other stuff, but in like gouache and all that. But that's all just kind of like fun stuff for me to learn more things and expand and get better at oil painting by learning other medium and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
always learning, that's the way to be, I guess.
I like that you're building up layers and you went from the dark and you're just going to build it all the way up to the white.
Yeah. I'd like to start with the darkest first. I kind of wanted to lay in this face a little bit so that anybody coming in could not be like, what the hell is going on? At least see us.
That's when I first came in and I saw you putting the blacks, then I go, what's he doing? He's going to lose all the detail. What's he doing? But then I noticed, okay, he's putting the grays on top now.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll go through and do like all of the dark and then come in. But I kind of wanted to have some fun and get this face in here a little bit before I get too much further. But there's going to be a whole bunch of dark down here. And it's honestly like, once I finish the head, this painting is going to get a lot easier because this is the kind of the most detailed part. This is the part you want to be the most detailed. That's where you want everybody to look.
Focus, eh? That's what people are going to look at.
It's the focus. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, once you nail this in, it's like, okay, now we can get looser and bigger brush strokes down here. And it just kind of adds energy to the piece where, as long as the face looks how you want it to look.
Nice.
I was just answering for William. He's asking if that's Danny Ketch, and that's definitely Danny Ketch based on the motorcycle. Because it's got the shield that the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider has.
The old school. That's I still have that Ghost Rider #1.
Me too.
I need to get that one graded.
Yep. I got a few. I actually sent to Matt Fuller to OCD. Was it the Wolverine Sabretooth Mark Texieri, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, and I really loved his run on Ghost Rider and Wolverine, the stuff he's done. You mentioned earlier about older, not old, well, yeah, I guess it's older. God, it feels like it was just yesterday with Jim Lee and drawing X-Men and McFarlane drawing Spider-Man, and then of course Mark Silvestri drawing pretty much everything. Yeah. So, but yeah, I got to meet them actually. I worked at a comic book store in Metairie, Louisiana, and also in Covington, Louisiana, called BSI, and they came down when the guys left Marvel and went to form Image. So I got to hang out with Jim Lee and Scott Williams, Trevor Scott, and Scott Clark.
Wow.
And
Nice.
just the most down to earth person in the world, Jim Lee. I mean, he was just asking like what the food was, like, you know, like should he eat boudin, like should he eat this, like he did some research. You know, this is pre-internet for the most part. You know, so we kind of had to play tour guide, and then Mark Silvestri was just amazing. And this is for the Deathmate tour, which was killed the comic book industry, unfortunately. But of all the comic books I could get signed by Jim Lee, I got a Deathmate Gold prologue signed by him, and Trevor Williams and Scott Clark and Joe Chiodo and a few other guys who were on that tour. And just, you know, I mean, I'll never sell it, but it's just funny, you know, of all the books to get signed, I had like Uncanny X-Men's with Jim Lee and a few other things, and some Wolverines with Mark Silvestri. I figured this would be probably the best book since it had pretty much all of those guys, you know, and also some of the Valiant people, like I think Howard Simpson and Joe St. Pierre as well were there for the Deathmate signing. So, but yeah, it's funny to go back and look at stuff and realize, you know, you made a mistake, but you know, I was a teenager, so
no worries.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've got a fun Jim Lee story as well. Like, so Jim Lee was my big time idol when I was a kid. I wanted to draw like him so bad, and I went to a bunch of Comic Cons, and I've got a bunch of books signed from him. But I was in line one time, and I think it was 1998. I want to say I'd have to go look at the thing I have signed. But so what he would do was when he was in line, he would just like be sketching the whole time, and then when he'd finish a piece, he would just stand up and be like, "Okay, the first person to show me whatever, you know, give me a unopened pack of gum, or, you know, show me like at one point he wanted like a toy. If you've got that toy, I'll trade it to you for this sketch." And when I was in line, he was like, "The first person to show me a movie theater ticket." And I just happened to have a Lethal Weapon 3 ticket in my back pocket. I don't know how many times it had been washed, but I was like, I whipped it out and I was like, I got Lethal Weapon 3. And I won a Jubilee sketch from him that I still have hanging in my other room. And I cherish it. And Jubilee's not one of my favorite characters. She's fine, you know, but she's not like one of my favorite mutants. But there's no way I'm like ever selling or getting rid of that, because it's like that's
no.
I don't blame you. Don't blame me at all.
No,
I could see people who knew he was doing that coming in with like giant backpacks full of the most random shit you could find.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that like let's make a deal?
Exactly. It's like Jim Lee turned into Wayne Brady, and it was like, whoever has a stick of Bubble Mint gum, you know, go ahead and show me now, and we'll go ahead and we'll give you this envelope or what's in the box. Sorry, that's my Wayne Brady. That's right. It's kind of like actually when the guys from Valiant, like when Bob Hall was working on Shadow Man, him and Bob Layton and Steve Mazarski came down and they did a signing at our store, and they were doing trivia, and I was, you know, getting all the trivia right. So I got a Hard Corpse #1, which had the Jim Lee cover. I got that autographed by Bob Layton, and then I had a few other books like Solar Man of the Atom. Got them now, really showing my age. And I got those autographed by those guys. But a lot of the Shadow Mans. Bob Hall was just a really nice guy, and actually he was just he just got interviewed by our friend West Coast Dave, West Coast Avengers, not too long ago. So I'll plug his channel. Go check out his video after this, you know, if you want. It's a good interview with Bob Hall. So, but yeah, they were doing trivia, and they were doing the same thing. Like if anybody has like a, you know, this in their pocket, or, you know, whatever, you know, they were giving out like promo cards and comics and the whole, like, you know, back in the 90s, the gold variant covers they were doing.
The variant covers for everything.
Oh God, yeah, Chromium, you know.
Yep.
You know, all your Turok #1s are, you know, worth millions of dollars now, guys.
I might still have that.
I have a lot of the Magnus Robot Fighter and the Bloodshot comics and things like that still.
Right.
Of all the things I kept, like from, you know, from back then. Yeah, still have those.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Going through recently and being like, some of this stuff's got to be worth something, right? And it's like, no. Comics were so overproduced at that time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I found a Reign of the Superman Pogs like promo pack the other day. It was like, this got to be worth at least like $10. It's like millions on eBay for like $3, $2, $4. You know, just yeah. It's funny. I sold off a bunch of my stuff back when I was younger to pay for my first car, and I had a complete ASM McFarlane and Larson run. Read once and then put right back in the bag, and I sold those off for almost $1.50, $2 a book back then. Yeah, kicking myself. I technically doubled my money because they were $1 cover price, but yeah, no, not my smartest move, unfortunately. But hey, it's all part of living and learning. So on this, are you going to be adding any other colors to it, or is it just going to be the main palette you have right now?
Yeah, this is going to be the palette we have. It's kind of like, so you were showing those ones earlier. You showed the one with Gwen, and you showed the one that the first Avenger had. Those are all done like this, where it's that single color in the background, then I'm painting black and white on top. So it should be like a very graphic style. That's kind of the idea here.
So Will has a question about commissions. I guess they would reach out to you either on Instagram or on your website for that, or
yeah, that works. Instagram, Facebook. My email is myles@myleswohl.com. So pretty simple. So feel free to reach out to me, wherever works for you. I do commissions. Absolutely.
Okay. There you go. Question answered.
And yeah, Man-Thing's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
Do you have a general price range for commissions, or does it depend on what you're actually commissioned to do?
Yeah, so I had kind of what I did was I kind of simplified it into miniature, which is anything smaller than 8x10, small, which is 8x10 or 9x12, medium, which is around 12x16 or 11x14, and large, which is higher, 16x20 or 18x24. So basically, it's those 4 price buckets, and then it's like one character, minimal background, and then the price bands. And basically, I'll give you the base price, and then from there, it just kind of goes up if you want something that's like more complex background or multiple characters or whatever. So, so the mini price, which is smaller than 8x10, is $250. And then the small is $500, the medium is $1,000, and then the large is $2,000.
Nice.
Pretty simple, easy to remember, hopefully. And they would all be oil paintings, obviously. Take some time to do. So just, if you want something, you want to get on the list, depending, especially if you want it for a present or something like that, because they take time to dry, and there's a commission list and all that kind of fun stuff.
When you're at conventions, do you work on commissions as well while you're there, or do you mainly work on already produced pieces and prints basically when you have your table set up?
Yeah, I don't work on any commissions while I'm at the convention, simply because I can't paint oils there; they won't dry in time to sell.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I figure you get a hair dryer. I don't know.
Yeah, only that work.
It probably would work.
Weeks,
Just blow
it.
Yeah, it takes a couple weeks for it to dry fully to be able to send them out. So, I don't do any commissions there. And plus, I don't know. I like to talk to people, and I'm not one of those artists who just wants to sit there and stare down at at what I'm drawing while people are walking around. Like, I want to talk to my fans or whatever, the people who like my work and stuff like that.
Well, you want some interaction.
Yeah, I want the interaction, and that connection matters. I think, as far as being an artist and people who admire your work, I think. It's important to them as well to talk to you and just kind of get a sense for who you are. And maybe that helps them appreciate the art more. I don't know. But I always liked it when I was walking around at conventions and stuff. I was like the artist that would talk to me. And a lot of times I would wind up, buying something for them or whatever, because I want to collect their piece. They're not just somebody who's cold and doesn't care,
Right.
I'd say though, when I went to conventions back in the day, like some of the Wizard World ones that were put on, especially I go to the ones in Worlds all the time. Neil Adams, he was a salesman. He would just be like, well, I mean, if you're buying that one, you need to have this one as well. If you're buying that Joker, the one with the I can't remember the issue, but it's the one with Joker holding the Joker card. Well, you need this Green Lantern as well. I mean, it complements it so well. If you buy that one, I'll give you this one. If you buy 3, I'll give you one free. It's just I would try to avoid his table, because I know he would suck me in and have me buying
the whole time like a used car salesman.
Oh God, he was the best. It's just he's like that guy behind the tree in the yellow suit, rubbing his hands together. That's basically the environment of Neil Adams at a convention.
That's funny.
trying to sell as much.
You know
as
who else was really good at this? And Derp, you may not know them, but I'm pretty sure Tony at least is aware of them because he worked on a Lord of the Rings set with them. Len Bellinger.
Yes.
Len was amazing at telling the story behind pieces and like sucking you in and making you desperate to get them.
Yep.
He is, just, and you don't, I mean, again, I don't think this is a dig at all at artists, but normally you don't see that in artists, right? The creative types don't tend to be the financial types. So I actually really appreciate that when I see artists who know their own value and who, are pushing for it.
Yeah. Yeah, the story is so much of it too. Like people want to, if someone wants to pay a lot of money for an original piece of art, like they want to talk about it to their friends, or I have original art, like this art that you're seeing here is not mine. It's a Wayne Reynolds piece, and that's a Wayne Reynolds piece as well, and Scott Murphy over there, and I got the chance to talk to those people before I bought their art, and there's stories behind a lot of them. That piece right there is actually Scott Murphy's very first piece for Dungeons and Dragons. So like to me that means something, and knowing that story was part of the reason I wanted to buy it.
All right, another just my OCD brain has to ask this question.
Yeah.
The stick.
Yeah.
So that's to just sort of rest your arm on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And to prevent you from touching it.
Yeah.
So I've got to know, why just a piece of wood? Why wouldn't you get like a nice like padded thing or something?
They sell like these really fancy ones, but typically they're round, and this one is a square, and I like it better because I get better purchase for my hand on it because it's squared off, and I can also use it a lot of times. Like, so when I do this straight line down here that I'm going to need to do, I'm probably going to just push this thing against the easel here, and then I'll do this and do my straight line like that, which is easier for me anyway on this flat surface than it is on a round one.
Just like using a ruler.
That was going to bug me the entire time.
Also used to hit people if they get too close.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Yeah. This is my whacking stick.
There you go.
Get back in my studio. It's like, get out. Concentrating.
Like that kid, the guy that saw that scene in the Christmas Story when Ralphie's waiting in line. That girl's like, "I like the Wizard of Oz." She's like, "Don't bother me now. I'm thinking." Sorry, deep cut.
I like Christmas. Good for
I like Christmas. I like the Wizard of Oz. Okay.
So Myles, is that a canvas board you're working on, or is that a stretched canvas?
This is actually a gesso board, 8x10. Oh. So it's just basically an MDF panel, 1/8 inch, that comes pre-coated with gesso. So you can just start painting on it, so you don't have to do the priming process.
I remember those gesso days in college.
Yeah, gesso is a pain, and it just takes time. And if I need a certain size that I can't seem to find in a gesso board, then let me go get out the gesso and all that. Or if I'm doing cards, I got to gesso all my cards before I can start painting on them. But for something like this, I can just jump right in.
Again, some of these questions I'm going to ask are just bizarre, but I have to know. The second one, not the line you just did, but the one before, I saw you completely twirl the brush around. Are you taught something like that, or is that just something you pick up along the way?
Yeah, that's just something you pick up along the way. I'm just trying to make some interesting brush strokes as well, because again, this piece, I'm not going to blend all this in and try to create some hyper real fire effect here. I want to do it with the brush strokes, and I want you to see the brush strokes in there, and that to be part of the energy, of the piece. And I'm going to leave those in there, and it's going to be sketchy looking. But if those brush strokes look, like hesitant, you're going to feel that when you get the piece. You're going to feel like I was like petting the painting rather than like brush stroking. Hard to explain.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, to me, it makes it look more organic. It gives it more of an organic feel with the different widths in the lines.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you couldn't tell, I get really invested in these things.
I know. I can tell you're like a little kid. It's.
Oh yeah. Well, when Dre and Warner and those guys would do those live streams, I literally this is like ASMR to me. Just watching this, because I can't do it, and it just feels like magic.
I feel bad that the stream ended and we lost a lot of viewers because I was hoping a lot more people would be in right now.
Yeah.
We're up to 10, unfortunately. But I do want to give a giveaway. I've got more Unbound to give away to people. So I know
love
Tony's like,
giveaway.
did you say free cards? So
Giveaway.
I've got a few. Let's take a look what I got. I'm going to give away a Mary Jane base. I'm going to give away a Professor X and a Psylocke. So 3 cards. Actually, let's do we'll do a Ronin as well too. So we'll do 4 cards. So like I said, we're going to do MJ base, a what did I say? Psylocke, Professor X,
and
Ronin. So those are you have to have an EPAC account. So, and let me go ahead and get the StreamYard giveaway set up here. It's going to be hashtag Wohl. So hashtag WOHL will be the hashtag. So if you want to message some friends, let them know we're giving away free shit. I said shit. Sorry. I said a poopy word.
It's
so.
not caca.
Censors.
It's not caca.
It's not caca. Let's see.
My virgin ears.
Oh, you? Please.
So I'm loading it right now. And let's see. Part 2. So it's hashtag Wohl. So I'll go ahead and start putting in your hashtags. I can't win, so just FYI, if it pops on me, I'm not winning those cards. But, if you don't want those cards, enter, give them to a friend, give them to a niece, give them to a nephew, give them to a stranger, who knows.
Make someone happy.
Excuse me, sir. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, EPAX?
Once it sucks you in, you can never leave.
So, Myles, what's your art background?
Basically kind of learned everything myself off of YouTube and stuff. I did take a couple of I took a semester with Dan DeSantos, and I took a semester with Dave Palumbo as I was learning to paint. So it's like, I don't know what's self-taught mean these days, with the internet. But I'm not classically trained. I'm not trained in school or anything like that. So
You wouldn't know it.
Oh, thank you.
And since we're doing Ghost Rider, I actually have an extra Peach Momoko Ghost Rider comic as well. So let's add that to the giveaway. So you're going to get those cards, and you're going to get a Peach Momoko Ghost Rider comic off of EPAC. So, and William, you can only enter 1 time. Sorry, man, you can't enter 17 times. Just in case you were thinking about it. So go ahead and get your hashtags in, and I guess we'll reach like about 10. We'll go ahead and run it. So the odds are pretty good for you to win that stuff. So
I will refrain, but Tony, I think you're fair game if you want to enter.
Yeah, Tony, go ahead and enter.
So I'm going to come back to the face and do more there. The teeth have to be worked on, all kinds of stuff, but I kind of want to get in here and get some of the large shapes of like dark black and stuff in here. I think that might even need a bigger brush, but we'll see.
Did I win yet?
I'm going to show the screen.
Tony's entered. End it. No more entries.
No takesy backsies. Let's see. I'm just closing a few extra windows so it'll be easier to get this queued up. All right, we got 9, so we just need 1 more.
All right, let's get a larger brush.
I won.
All right, one more. Pep joined in. There we go. We got 9. We just need one more, guys.
If we don't get it in a minute or two, I'll enter and just re-roll if I get it.
Okay.
Of course, then it would just be just as easy to just do it at now.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you don't even bother that. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and run it.
Yeah,
So
reward everybody who's here. Absolutely.
All right, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. There we go. We hit 10.
Literally snuck in at the last.
Good luck. That's Armando's name. Bob. Congrats, Bob.
Woo.
You win some free cards and a comic book. Go ahead and
two people entered after. No.
Oh no. I'm sorry, guys. You missed the cutoff. But let me go ahead and put my IG.
I was slouching because we were off camera for so long. Now I got to sit back up.
Get your stretches in now. You're going back full screen.
Seriously, I mean, before I was just like this.
Reach. Oh. Matt, did you die?
Fall off the chair.
Nope. I'm down here looking for cards.
Oh,
Nobody told me there was a slapstick routine.
And how did Matt die again?
Yeah, right.
His hobby killed him.
Oh God, no! I don't want a mountain of like
You're okay, right?
5,000.
I was looking for my walnuts. I found them.
Okay,
Oh, no.
there you go.
They were down in the wine cellar.
Uh-oh.
So cool. Oh my God. Hit the like alert. I've fallen and I can't get up.
I'm glad you're okay. I don't want you getting hurt while watching this.
Oh, nothing hurt but my pride.
I've done
It could
that.
have been
a few
worse.
times.
You could have been wearing that Kermit mask.
True. Flailing around.
I have this image of you like sucking in the face part of the mask, and then
Blood coming out of the eye holes.
Oh Lord.
It's not easy being green.
I've fallen and I can't get up here.
Oh, Kermit.
Piggy, why do you have a knife in your hand?
I'm gonna murder you.
Okay.
Sorry.
So how much has everybody been drinking tonight?
Not enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good old Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar right next to me.
I put my wine way over here.
Let's see. I'm just collecting what cards I said so I don't forget with my old man brain. Let's see. Professor X.
Well, Derpa, I haven't gotten to coloring your Venom yet. I'll do it on the weekend and send it out Monday.
Take your time, man. There's no rush on it. I'm probably fine at your pace. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to getting it, honestly. But it's not a rush. So
It'll get done. It'll get done.
yeah, no worries, sir.
Don't call me sir. Anybody ever go to medieval times?
Yes.
Elaine and I went last Sunday, and I was knighted.
Uh-oh.
I have a certificate that says Lord Tony. I am a lord now, damn it.
I demand you refer to me as such.
Exactly.
When you were getting knighted, did
Yep.
Literally what I was thinking about.
That damn Jim Carrey.
I'm sorry, Jim. We have to fight to the death.
I'm going to have to kill you.
If you can finish this through all these distractions, wow.
Sorry.
Oh, he's probably zoned us. He can zone us out. I'm pretty sure he can.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
God,
I ended up picking up a few more of your sketch cards in the last week or two, Tony.
Which ones did you get?
Another 4 from Masterpieces 2. There was an estate sale going on.
Where are these estate sales? Why aren't they in South Louisiana?
Wasn't Dragon Blues, was it?
What's that?
It wasn't Dragon Blues?
No, it was Adele. You remember her?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's sad when things happen different. Were they good cards?
Yeah. One was an Aragorn. At least one was one of the weapons. I think one was an orc. Of course, they're all upstairs, and I'm down here now. So
I believe you.
And I don't trust myself to try and stand up. So
no, just stay where you are until we go off air.
Exactly. I'm glued to the seat, literally.
Don't move.
Myles, I'm amazed how well you handle those thicker brushes.
Oh, thanks. It's definitely been something I've been transitioning to. I wouldn't say it's something that I immediately started doing. I mentioned that Jim Lee was a huge influence, but when I first got into painting, Wayne Reynolds was a huge influence. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
I know of a Burt Reynolds.
Wayne Reynolds is the guy who does like all the dungeon. Well, he used to do Dungeons and Dragons and all the Pathfinder like role playing game characters.
Okay.
And like if you look at that pencil sketch right there, those two.
Yep.
Those are Wayne Reynolds pieces, and they're just crazy. We're losing the thing. Let me fix that. Sorry for the wobbly stuff. Give me a second.
Oh, it's like the Blair Witch Project. What's going on?
We're fixing it. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay. And they're crazy detailed, and everything is in high def and everything like that. And that's where I started painting. I was really kind of enamored with that. And then I think as I learned more about painting and I started to see more, I still love Wayne Reynolds' work. He's phenomenal. But I started to really fall in love with some more of the more painterly sort of artists who kind of leave the brush strokes in, and you can just really see the painting. You can see the hand of the artist in the painting. Guys like David Colombo, or if you want to go back, it's like J.C. Leyendecker and stuff like that. And so I've kind of started to try to work harder to use bigger brushes for as long as I can, and really concentrate on making sure that each brush stroke kind of makes sense, as opposed to just getting in there and just started dabbing and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I'd be if I tried using a big brush, I'd literally go and slip all the way and say, well, I'm not doing this anymore. Now, how did you transfer the image from the smaller Ghost Rider piece to the larger piece?
So what I did, so this is the sketch over here. It's the same size.
It is the same size. Okay.
Yeah, and all I did was I was showing the guys earlier, but basically I just
transfer. Yeah. Graphic transfer.
Simple pencil on the back, and then kind of write over it with a pen, and it transfers through.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. I just figure keep it simple. There's a lot of guys who use like projectors and and stuff like that. But this works for me, and I've been doing it for a while, so I just kind of stick with what I know. It did kind of bite me though the other day when I was doing a piece, because I'm working on a 20 by 30 inch wraparound book cover right now, and covering the back of that with pencil sucked.
Ooh.
I was like, this took like a half hour just to cover the back of this thing with pencil. That's not time I'm really accounting for.
So we have 14 people in here. I guess we'll go ahead and if you're comfortable with going ahead and accepting bids for it, if you want to go ahead and we'll do bids on this Ghost Rider.
Yeah, sure. I mean, however you guys want to do it. If you just want to leave it open until we close the stream, or however you want to do it.
That makes sense.
We can do that. So okay, so we'll start the bidding at say $100.
Well, I think Josh actually pre-bid.
Josh pre-bid 100. So yeah,
All
we'll
right,
start there at 100. So
Works for me.
anybody who's with us, go ahead and there's 150 from William. So like I said, I'll keep track of who's bidding, and at the end of the stream we'll have a winner.
hopefully it'll get cooler as we go along, and you get to see more of it come to life.
I mean, it's already amazing already, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I'm a huge Danny Ketch Ghost Rider fan, and I can already see it. Like
Thank you.
Yeah, just watching it being fleshed out is amazing.
And I don't know if you heard earlier, Tony, I was kind of explaining to them kind of like my strategy for this is just to kind of come in, like imagine you're squinting your eyes and you're kind of reducing it down to 2 values.
Yep.
And that's kind of where I'm starting from is like, let's get these 2 values in here. That's going to give me the basic form. And then from there, I'll get smaller brushes and start cutting in with darker darks and lighter lights.
Yep.
Pretty
awesome.
standard stuff, but
Yeah, I just love the gray being added, the shading. It's just, yeah, wow. I keep getting messages.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's not you.
Oh, you didn't get that message from me asking, what are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing a lovely Cubs retro chapeau right here, and then a Polo factory outlet severely worn polo here. Hey, Josh just entered giveaway.
A little late.
tell them not to end the stream. Don't end the stream.
Oh no, he's not in here. Like
Okay.
yeah, he tries to jump back in. I might have to remove him real quick. I'm just kidding, Josh. No, we love you, buddy. Hashtag time machine.
Oh, the Rider 95 is wearing a nice teddy. What color?
Roundtable after dark.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Sorry, I'm just looking at something real quick here. I might do another giveaway, actually.
Woohoo!
Actually, I have a sketch card too that I pulled. That I don't PC this character, but it's a very cute sketch card. I think you guys might like it. So let me share my screen real quick, and we'll do another giveaway here.
Gotta be red.
So we're gonna do. This is a Into the Spider-Verse sketch.
Oh. Yeah, Vanderdrage, right?
Nice.
Yep, Vanderdrage. It's not my style. I think it's cute, but I'm not a huge chibi collector. But hey, it's a free sketch. So, but it is a cute sketch. So, Tony wants to give away something away. Nathan.
Is Nathan on here? First thing I said when I came into the chat was, Nathan, give something away.
I don't have any more Modocs to give you, Pep. I gave you all my Modocs. Sorry. Let's see. I wish I had a Modoc for you.
Fuller hates gravity.
Oh Lord.
Oh, it seems
Oh,
like
Babe, we're up to
Oh,
175. We jumped. So,
fisticuffs have begun.
yeah, sorry. Your $100 has been outbid, Josh. So we're up to 175 now. And I'll go ahead and get the giveaway tool running here. Go back. Let's see.
Oh, chains. So much fun.
It's up to 190.
We had simple hashtag. We're just going to do hashtag Ryan.
For what?
For the sketch card, yeah.
For this sketch card right here.
I was going to say hashtag vulture, but yeah, I guess that would.
It's the artist, so I'd rather give them credit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to do hashtag Ryan. If I can spell Ryan correctly tonight, that'd be great. There we go. So there you go, guys. Go ahead and give in hashtag Ryan, and we'll give this sketch card away.
Okay, I'm not gonna go back.
We got 20 people in the chat now
Nice.
watching the stream. So, hey, we appreciate you guys joining us. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. You know, it happens.
If anybody has any
it's really
questions,
hard.
feel free to let me know.
So-
I'll be happy to try to talk and paint and answer questions. It's always fun.
I'm going to go
All
ahead
right.
and make you.
How about this? I'm going to enter, and if I win, I'll add a sketch card of my own for a redraw.
Oh, nice.
That sounds cool.
I should probably start thinking about which one just in case.
I hope your head's okay. You don't give out an expensive one.
Got this Dan Dos Equis sketch card to give away.
I can't remember who he is. I don't know if he's
Okay.
famous or not. The hell, go ahead, take it.
Got a mild contusion from the incident earlier, but
Everybody
I'm
gets a
fine.
sketch card.
And I'm giving away this Joe Joasco's sketch card too. On top of my my other Dan Dos Equis sketch card I'm giving away. So feel free to enter.
Matt should be like Oprah. Everybody gets a card.
You get a card. You get a card. You get a card.
Check under your seats.
Pep, he does commissions, so you know if you do want a like a MODOK, definitely reach out to Myles. And
Modoc would be awesome. I've never done the
yeah.
Modoc, and that would be amazing.
You know what? You'd kill it.
oh yeah,
You really would. You'd kill it.
oh yeah.
I need to do a Modoc for whatever card set I'm on next. Add that to the list.
The FUA MODOK I really liked. I thought that was a really good one. Then also to the the Ultra Star, I think MODOK is insane looking. And I should take it back. I did actually get a MODOK's Gold Ultra Star like 2 weeks ago. So I do have another card. Pep, if you're interested in that one, we could do a trade maybe for that one. So just let me know. But yeah, MODOK.
How about a larger piece? MODOK versus Arnim Zola.
Oh, that would be cool.
Or
Just drop a brush in my paint.
MODOK in his chair and Matt in his chair.
Oh,
Did you guys see Eric Grove's Modoc that he posted today on the
Yeah.
phenomenal?
His
He
Moon
was
Knight
quite a
too
revelation,
definitely
right?
had a lot of looks like Finch influence in the hood.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say that. I was looking at some of his
Yeah.
stuff. Even his Psylocke had there was like, yeah, I got Finch out of that. Same thing.
Well, I think he actually works with Finch because if you look at his
Yeah.
website, it's like I think Finch Studios is what it falls under.
He co-hosts
So-
Dave Finch
that
show.
would make a hell of a lot more sense.
Yep.
Yeah, he co-hosts with Dave Finch in his YouTube stream.
Did he color one of Dave's pieces?
He might have. I'd have to look back.
I thought they were doing something online live, and Dave drew it, and then he colored it, or maybe he inked it. I'm not sure.
I'd have to look for that. I'm interested in seeing that, honestly. But yeah, I really like Finch's stuff, and I saw Stephen Platt had done not too long ago some newer Moon Knight drawings. You can definitely see how much his style has progressed. You know, he doesn't do comics anymore, but he does still work with Marvel. So
I used to work with Steven's aunt at Walmart.
okay, you know everybody.
Apparently.
Yeah. Okay. You should do one of Psylocke holding MODOK. Oh, like a
baby?
sexy Psylocke MODOK painting is what you're asking, right, Pep? You know,
we need
like-
more baby MODOK.
Wait, you
like
mean like
star-crust lovers.
Psylocke's
you know?
big head and that little body?
Now I have a mental image I didn't want for tonight. But yeah, thanks, Tony.
Fine.
The current bid is at was it 190, I believe. Who had that bid? I missed it. I was
It was
I think it was Bob. Bob A.
Bobby, yeah.
was it 175 he bid at? I thought maybe, or I think it was 175 earlier. Let me double check. I'm gonna go
Okay,
through the
the
chat.
Rider 95 bid 190.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he
okay. So
turned it
Will
back to 190. There you
Williams
go.
at 190. Okay, so copy paste, move that down.
It's awesome seeing artwork come to life when it's just down to its basics, and then you start seeing things pop, and you start getting that 3-dimensional effect.
Yeah, it is amazing.
I do always wonder how that is for people watching. Is it just like, are you bored or how you doing?
No. You know what? Sometimes
No.
we're caught up in it, and we're like in awe, and we're like,
Very cool.
I can't stop staring.
it's like, what's he going to do next?
I'm
What's he
glad
going to do
everybody's
next?
having fun. I'm trying to get the most detailed part of this done, so I can like rest my brain for a second, because these teeth are just a pain in the ass. Teeth are always a pain in the butt.
It's like, look, he's using light gray. What's he going to do next?
I can confidently say watching this is knocking me on my ass.
We
I've
saw
seen
it.
I saw it happen. It's true. He's not lying, people.
No, it's an appreciation too to actually see the creative process. It's a treat for people watching. It really is.
I mean, that's what I really want to do more. Just have artists come on and just kind of share their experiences, and and be able to look at the process, and just like I said, I'm with Fuller. I'm in awe of just seeing it go from a like a rough drawing of the character, and then boom, you have this fully fleshed out image. And it's just, I personally could never do that. I can only just admire the art. I couldn't draw at all. I can work my power tools. I can make like a birdhouse, but that's about it.
Oh, dude, I need you over my house.
I got all the power tools. Yeah. So
More than what I can do. No, but it's
I'm terrible with that outside stuff. My wife was like, I'm going to make outside my hobby and cut the lawn and all that stuff. And I was like, hey, you have at it. You want that to be your thing? All yours.
Can you make me some
What
brushes?
to do with that?
okay, bid is at 210. Thank you, David.
But I love the layering on this. I love the building up of it. And a lot of people probably don't realize how many times you have to go into it, and even like just a tad lighter shade of color, just to make it pop a bit more, and just the building of it. It's actually really, really cool process.
Thanks. Yeah, this is fun. The fun part is when it's all blocked in, and you start getting into some of these details and stuff like that. And now that I'm mostly done with the teeth, at least, or how much I'm going to take them right now, I can move to a bigger brush, which is going to make me happy. Kind of like love the brush strokes and the little brush. You can't really get it to splay and kind of get those cool brush strokes that you can get.
What kind of brushes do you use? Are they sable hair? Are they
these are just like Utrecht mixed synthetic 239B, if anybody wants the number. They're really nothing special as far as brushes. And there was a time I went out and bought a bunch of nice brushes, some Winsor & Newtons I have some Rosemary & Company brushes, and I do like them, but like I tend to be hard on my brushes, and I go through them pretty fast. And
they're expensive.
And I find that these simple brushes, actually, I kind of like them a little better, especially if I'm trying to show the brush strokes. I like that they're kind of splaying a little bit and showing out that brush stroke.
So we're at 18. I think we're going to go ahead and draw that giveaway for the sketch card. Go ahead and get this shown here. So hashtag Ryan. And I'm going to go ahead and run that now. So thank you guys for entering. Thank you for being with us tonight to watch this amazing art come to life. So we really appreciate it. So go ahead and draw. Who's going to win?
Oh, so close.
Ken. Congrats, man.
Congrats.
So go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram and just send me your e-pack, and I will go ahead and shoot that on over to you, man.
Hey, Muppet, just lay down. My dog is digging into my couch to make her bed. Like, please stop. Please stop that.
We have so many beds. We have like 2 of those giant like round beds from Costco. And yeah, basically my entire kitchen feels like I'm walking on like pillows, because that's where they sleep at night. And yeah, they're rather large. So
My dog
they're a
just
pain in the
jumped right
butt
in
to
bed with us.
put the wash. Oh, they sleep in the bed with y'all? Yeah, we haven't gotten to that phase yet. My wife really wants the dachshund to sleep on the bed, though.
Yeah.
What's the biggest canvas you've ever worked on?
What's the biggest canvas? Like 24 by 36 or
biggest
something?
piece, the biggest piece is, I want to say it's actually the 20 by 30 book cover I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
Before that, 18 by 24 would typically be my larger size.
And would the sketch cards be your smallest?
For sure, sketch cards are by far the smallest.
What, you
Josh,
can't go smaller than that? What's wrong with you?
I have a friend, an acquaintance that I know who's an artist who works on pennies. That actually does like paintings on a penny, and it's just absolutely insane.
That's messed up.
Like my eyes are too old for that. I don't
From
know.
the witch.
Like maybe when I was in my 20s, but
The witch.
not now.
I understand.
Not in my 40s. That's definitely not going to happen anytime soon.
I have an ophthalmologist appointment next month, so I'm dreading that. You need to go to another prescription.
Well, my prescription changed every year for like 4 years.
God, yeah.
My eyes were just going. Like 2009, I started noticing it, and I never wore glasses. And then I went to go see an eye doctor, and he says, "Yep, you need glasses." So he gave me these pair, and then the following year, they were getting worse, so I needed another stronger pair. Now I got like freaking pop bottle glasses when I draw.
Yeah.
Like in Hot Shots, that guy Radar, who has the giant like glasses that have like the fish bowls in them.
Oh my god, I love that movie so much.
They put me on the radar. Like
It's like they can fix it. They have to go in through the rectum. It's a multi-rectal pupilotomy or whatever.
So that's what's so that's an optopooptomologist. That's an eye doctor who goes in through the back, to work on the eyeball. So sorry, somebody in high school told me that one time. Like we're talking about like make up a fake career, and he's like, he was from Bogalusa, Louisiana, so he had that country twang. And he's like, I want to be an optopooptomologist. And the teacher was like, what is that? He goes, well, it's an eye doctor, but they got to go in through the back to look at the eyeball to take care of that. So yeah, optopooptomologist.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's an impressive one.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Sorry, we've officially gone to that potty humor part of the program. Sorry, guys. So I think Josh is giving away a card as well. So Josh has a Nova Auto that he wants to give away from Unbound, Series 1. And that's autographed Fred Ian Nova. Let's see if I can share that here.
Is it hashtag Fred Ian?
Hashtag Fred Ian. Yep.
Well, let me enter.
Thank you, Josh. We appreciate it, buddy. Let me go ahead and get that queued up here. I'm trying to save the image, and then I'll go ahead and put it in another browser page. Here we go. So I'll share that real quick. Let me go ahead and get the...
Myles, do you have a favorite character to paint?
Yeah. right now it's probably a tie between Miles Morales and Spider Gwen. Like, I just love those costumes. They're so graphically fun to paint. So I love doing those. Classic Spidey is fun as well.
Cool.
How about you?
Oh, Wolverine.
Yeah, I love Wolverine. He's one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yeah, I just love drawing him. I don't know, just to get his attitude to come through.
Yeah.
If you nail it, you do it. You nail it. If you don't,
I will say that whenever I sit down and I'm just like doodling, almost always it just like if I don't have a direction, it immediately becomes a Ninja Turtle. I don't know why.
I wasn't expecting that, but hey.
Yeah.
See if I can find it. But I did have a
Or if it's a
mission
dude's face, it becomes Daredevil.
There you go.
Because it's so easy to just slap that mask on any dude's face and make him Daredevil, and it's, put a couple horns on there, and it looks cool as hell.
So I have I've really gotten into Spider-Punk, and I've got a few APs out for Spider-Punk. Jeffrey Benitez, I commissioned him to do 2 cards, and I can't show the set, but I can show the cards. I'm just gonna cover them up. Let's see here. So I'm going to make myself big real quick here, but
Oh, cool. What's that set from?
I can't say. It's on the sete, can't say yete, but I got that,
Yete.
and then got a mashup,
Ah, very cool.
and this glows in the dark too. He
Get
used some,
out of here.
no, he used some glow in the
It's
dark.
very cool.
Yeah,
Just that's
so-
Benitez.
Benitez, yeah,
Nice. Oh, but you can't show the set.
yeah, not
what
yet.
set's that from?
None of your business.
It's a PSC.
It's the Nunya
It's
set.
a PSC.
There you go. Okay.
None, yeah.
None your business.
That's one of my favorite artists, actually.
Nunya.
Yeah, I got Mendoza working on a Spider-Punk with the guitar, kind of doing like the Scott Pilgrim kind of like strum, and then he's also going to be doing a SPDR mech one for me. So just waiting to hear back from him on that. Cat orange, whistling cat orange, whistling cat orange, whistling cat orange. I is that like a hashtag thing? I don't know what she's typing in there. I can either confirm or deny that, Josh. So we're at 14 entries. Guys, hashtag Fred Ian. You'll get an autograph. Unbound Series 1 Nova from courtesy of Mr. Josh, Marvel Madness. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's no worries. We recreated a stream. Everything's fine. We've got 21 people in here enjoying Miles's work. Man, that is really coming together.
Thanks. Yeah, like it doesn't pop till the end when you start getting everything in it, but
And the current bid, I think, is up to, what was it, 210, I think? Let me
Nice.
double check. Yeah, 210 from Dan. Hey, Ryan.
Gaze into my pennant stare.
I was reading actually the other day Thanos comic where apparently Ghost Rider, it's Cosmic Ghost Rider,
Oh,
who
really?
is the Punisher. The Punisher becomes
Yeah.
Cosmic Ghost Rider,
right.
and he has, I think, the previous Ghost Rider's skull, and he holds it every day to do the pennant stare because he actually enjoys reliving all of the chaos and carnage that he's done throughout his entire life. So
So Punisher of him.
yeah, that's Thanos. He's just like he's like drinking his morning coffee, reading the paper, doing Independence Day, you know.
The bid's up to $250.
Oh, hey, relics. All right, we're at $250. Thank you, sir. I mean, this is really a amazing piece of art you're going to be getting, guys. Whoever wins this, honestly. Like I said, if I hadn't bought a few things and also didn't have a $550 roughly electric bill almost every month, I would definitely be jumping on this.
Up to $275 now.
David, okay.
Definitely starting to see it come together. Feels nice.
I hear you, Derpa. I just had to pay $200 for art supplies for pencils.
Oof.
Yeah.
It is nuts how much art supplies cost.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we can do here. We can get this. Give me this straight line here.
Where do you normally buy your art supplies from? Do you get them from like a big box store like Michael's, or is there like a local place you go to get your stuff? Or do you do it through online, or just
I
curious?
tend to go to Jerry's Artorama. Oops. Which is near me,
Gotcha.
but also online.
Ask me.
Where do you go get your art supplies, Mr. Perna?
Oh, that's probably good. That's none of your business. No, actually, Michael's used to stop carrying Prismacolor products here up here in Canada.
I thought in Canada you get everything at Tim Hortons.
That's true.
Get your donut holes, you get your Copex, you got your Java.
You go for blood work there. You do everything
get
there.
your plasma donation for your.
I actually have to order. I just ordered color pencils yesterday from two provinces over, which would be equivalent to 2 states over.
Mm-hmm.
In Edmonton, Alberta. So it's crazy.
It's hard times. You can't get your art supplies. That's rough.
And then Derpa, when you get a chance, you should probably pin the higher bid.
Okay. Go. So I'm getting the giveaway ready to go here. So we are at 17. If we can get one more in, go ahead and give away that Nova Auto. And you'll be reaching out to Marvel Madness MCU, Josh, for that.
Near the bottom of this thing, and I'm getting annoyed with trying to fight the bottom of this easel. So I'm going to stick this thing to here. Some blue tack. And then I can just stick it to here.
Don't move.
There we go. Try to touch spots that aren't painted. And then I can put this thing down here.
Hey, Dan, glad you could join us, man. All right, we're going to go ahead and run it now. So good luck, everybody. So once again, reach out to Josh, Marvel Madness MCU, on Instagram, and he'll go ahead and make arrangements to get that to you. So here we go.
Oh,
man. Sorry, Tona.
I can only win trivia ones. I can't do. Matt, do a trivia question giveaway.
Trivia. I think the person who's live would have a distinct advantage. The delay in chat. I'm gonna call me crazy.
Okay, you're crazy, but go ahead.
I will do a giveaway in a little bit. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know how long you guys usually stay on. I could try to paint faster.
All right. I'll prep my giveaway now.
This can go on all night.
All right. Tony, from you, I need a number from 1 to 10, and then Derp, from you, I need a number from 1 to 9.
3.
7.
3 and 7. Okay, so we got to pay 1, 2, 3. We go to card 6, 7. This is this one. All right, so we have this is a Storm sketch card from Women of Marvel 2 by Lynn Anderson.
Okay. Let's see it, man.
Nice.
There we go. I figured it out. Yay. I pushed the button.
You push it the right.
That's Women of Marvel 2.
What would you like the hashtag be for that?
Might as well do Storm.
Okay. So hashtag Storm, guys.
All right, I gotta go enter this contest again.
I can't win, so just FYI. I'm just putting it in there to
You know what? That reminds me. Was it last week on here? No, it wasn't on Cart. I was on a stream and I gave something away, and that person has never reached out to me.
I've had so yeah, guys. Make sure you within like a week, so 7 days. Make sure you reach out to the person. I've already got 2 of my winners who've reached out to me, so I'll take care of them tonight. But it kind of gets hard for us to kind of keep track of all the giveaway winners. So we'd appreciate it if you guys could, as soon as possible, reach out to the person you want it from. And like I said, we'll make sure we get it to you as soon as possible. So if something's being shipped, if it's international as well, you might chip in like a few dollars to help with shipping, especially if you're in Australia or, somewhere like that.
$2. I need to know what you're using for.
I said a few dollars. I didn't say 2.
Okay, a few.
I said a few dollars.
I was like, literally, he's like putting a stamp on it and then writing the address and just dropping this in the mail.
Nathan's. I think Nathan said he uses some kind of like. There's a way he does shipping to Jake. Like, there's a certain stamp he uses, and I don't know. So maybe we can figure that out.
Put a little note on it that says "totally no drugs inside."
Sprinkle some baking. Put a little baking soda all over the envelope. Yeah. Sugar. So the drug dog's like, this tastes like candy.
Just find like an invasive ant and put it in the envelope. They love that.
YouTube started recommending me like those Border Security Australia TV show videos, and I was just like, I got completely sucked in. Like, meanwhile, on the Darbury coast, at the checkpoint, see, Customs Officer Ken Wallaroo Didgeridoo Johnson is now looking in a truck, and he's found what might be contraband. It's never drugs.
It's coconut.
Inside the coconut, pure cocaine. 18 pounds of heroin found in a baby's diaper. Sorry, guys.
Today on Accents Done Poorly.
Hey, I'll bust out the Elmo if you keep the color commentary about
my youngest son. When we used to, we tell him, "Hey, do your English accent," and he would, "G'day, mate."
Hello, governor.
G'day, mate.
Sorry. All right. So we are up to 14 entries for Storm. So once again, he's giving away. Mr. Fuller is giving away a Storm. Who was the artist again, sir?
Lynn Anderson.
Lynn Anderson. So Lynn Anderson, Wounded Marvel sketch. I'm sorry. I know you're Australian stuff. Sorry, man. Consider it a comical take on the Australian people, but not really.
I don't think anyone's going to assume our accents are remotely accurate.
No.
You have offended.
We can barely do a serviceable Kermit.
Yes.
So
You just lost your entire Australian viewership.
We're giving away stuff, so no, we're not losing anybody.
Derpa, how close are you to New Orleans?
I'm in Baton Rouge, so literally like about an hour away. So,
And how long have you lived in Baton Rouge?
I have lived here for almost 24 years off and on. I grew up in Mandeville, which is just north, like if you go across the Causeway Bridge, which is the 24-mile long bridge.
Take me off the main screen.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Now
we get to go back again.
I was expecting you to have more of a Gambit-esque, hey, baby.
That's the thing, though. Like, people here in Louisiana, unless you're in, like, the Atchafalaya Basin, like Lafayette, those areas, like Point Capee Parish, those places, you're going to have people who just speak absolutely normally. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to jump off camera and grab something real quick. I'll be right back.
He's going to go outside and grab someone off the street.
He's going to go grab his accent.
Talking to the screen.
Speak to these people, please.
It's like, I'll be right back with my accent.
Yeah, exactly.
I left it in the other room.
Gambit, I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, to me, my entire concept of the Louisiana area accent is from True Blood.
Yeah.
Kind of bon ton.
Tony, I have something for you. I'm going to mail this to you.
Cajun.
Oh, Cajun in your pocket. Nice.
Hold on.
That's
That's great.
We gonna pass a good time, Yasha. We gonna pass a good time, Yasha. Oh, I love you like a pig loves corn. The head on them damn crawfish. You gotta suck the head on them damn crawfish.
Oh, shit. That is awesome.
Yeah, look like you got a Cajun in your pocket. Les ailes, bon temps roulé.
So there you go. That's the stereotypical. So now you can keep this in your pocket and annoy the shit out of everybody you meet. So just send me your address, Tony, and I will go ahead and send you this. And, if you dress up like Gambit at a convention, you can keep that in your pocket.
Right, man.
So, like I said, I think I told y'all before that I gave almost the entire cast of Star Trek: The Next Generation one of these, and Jonathan Frakes annoyed the shit out of everybody at Wizard World or the Fan Expo in New Orleans.
Nice.
Like, Michael Dorn wanted to kill me. Like, he really wanted. Like,
a nice claim to fame.
There's a video of it. Like,
That's
I said, I think
not
I sent you
funny.
guys. But yeah, he hated me. So, but yeah.
That's awesome.
You were like, mission accomplished.
So mission accomplished. I can die happy man. So actually, I'm just going to go ahead and back to solo layout here. And we're at 14 entries still, so I guess we'll go ahead and run it for Storm. So let me get that queued up, guys.
Oh, hold on. David, thanks for saying that. No, I didn't do any 5x7s.
All right, we're going to go ahead and run Storm. You haven't got your entries in. You got 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
There we go. I entered, so if I win, I'm going to double it with another sketch.
Okay, so here we go. Boom. Good luck, everybody. Congrats, Armando.
It wouldn't be a stream if he didn't win one.
If he didn't win at least 17 giveaways. So
awesome. Armando, just shoot me a message. Again, either Insta, Messenger, or whatever. Carrier pigeon.
Here, there we go. Actually, we're just going to go ahead and go to solo so you guys can get the full effect. God, that is freaking awesome. So we're still at 275 with David.
Cool.
And
Getting there.
I think you're almost done. I would say, huh?
What I'm trying to do is get the largest block-ins done at least, so we can see kind of what it's going to look
Gotcha.
like. I'll be going in to like make
Oh.
these parts look cooler in here a bit.
Okay. Thank you, Armando. Armando said sorry. So
No, go ahead.
we'll go ahead and re-roll.
What's the typical drying time on this?
2 weeks, right?
A couple of weeks, and then I'll varnish it and let it sit for a few more days after that before I ship it out.
So you could always go back into it if you wanted to.
Absolutely, yeah, you can. I mean, it'll be wet for. It won't be wet, like fully wet for 2 weeks. It just won't be dry enough to varnish. Like it'll be wet enough to keep working on for, like if I still wanted to work into the wet paint, I could probably do that for another like 8 hours or so before it starts getting too tacky, and you might as well wait for it to dry at that point.
Right.
All right. Well, congrats, Ryan, on the reroll. You can reach out to me, OCD Marvel Sketch Yards, or Matt on Facebook. What's also interesting is, again, when you sort of get it in this smaller view from further away, it almost seems more vibrant to me, at least.
Because of the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you just have that one color, it really pops. Which is kind of what I like about this this technique.
But I also know with oils, like, I love seeing the brush strokes.
Yeah.
To me, nothing beats that. It's so cool.
Yeah, same.
In fact, the very first sketch card I ever got was super simple, but it had some texture to it, and it just blew me away.
And who was it?
I could probably find it pretty quickly.
You know what it reminds me of? The preliminary art that Dave Palumbo did for Masterpieces.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's one of
Yeah.
the things that I learned. When I took a course with Dave, I saw him do these for his preliminary sketches, and it was just like, holy crap, that's so cool. And I don't do it for my preliminary sketches, but his are slightly different, but like it's fun to do as a sketch, and it moves faster than a full size, a normal oil painting. And also like when I'm talking, it's a lot easier for me to like juggle value in my head rather than color and value at the same time. So it just makes it easier for something like this. Simplifies the process a bit, I guess you could say.
I mean, going from the, rough, drawing of it to this is, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I like
Global,
brush strokes.
completely agree.
I like seeing the brush strokes. Gives it an organic feel to it.
Yep.
Like somebody's touched it. Somebody was there doing this. That was done perfectly.
Yeah, it's great. You want to see the hand of the artist, right?
Exactly.
In what you're doing.
Exactly.
That feels better. Darken some of this up. We don't need this. This stuff's not important down here.
Oh, I apologize, Tony, to your wife in advance for sending you this.
Oh, don't.
I apologize to the people of your community for being in the grocery store with you during this in the aisles, wondering what the hell it is. So.
Well, I'm bringing it to a Halloween party that I'm going to on October 28th. So
you could dress up as Farmer Ted from The Waterboy.
Got a battle going on here.
It's a 325.
There you go.
Now I was having mic problems. Can you hear me now?
Oh,
yes.
We hear
Oh,
you.
okay, good. All right. If you want to pull it up, I'll show. Again, Tony will appreciate this, I think.
Sure. Let me go ahead and go back.
So with Lord of the Rings, I got into it pulling with the second set. So Masterpieces 2. So
Mhm.
this is the first one. And it's
that's
super
cool.
simple. It's just the White Tree of Gondor,
Yep.
but it's got some texture to it. So when I pulled it, I felt that. And I was just like, what is this?
Jason Sobel?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can
And,
you put some googly eyes on it so it can be an ent?
exactly. It's the Ent's dead corpse grandfather. Or something. Yeah, and that's the one. That odd little sketch is what started this obsession.
I just thought of Christopher Walken on SNL when he's putting googly eyes on plants.
Mhm.
The eyes are the windows to your face. I put googly eyes on my plants to, give them a soul. Because when you look at them, they're kind of scary. But you put eyes on them, and then, look, they're your friends. Sorry.
Take me off the big screen.
We need like a baseball signal. Like you put a hat on, you
Exactly.
tug on the brim,
Exactly.
swipe left, right.
You gotta start doing this.
Windows. Take your headphones and go. There you go. So yeah, current bid's at $325. I think David's going to be getting a amazing Myles Wohl Ghost Rider sketch on his wall.
Sweet.
Definitely get that framed.
I mean, there's still so much I'm like losing my mind over, but right now, I think like I see the red where it's bright, but it's on Ghost Rider's left, on basically from his neck down to like the handle of the bike. The red in there, how it's just you covered it a little, but it's still there subtly.
The V, yeah, I see that.
Like,
I like that Price is Right showgirl kind of like, kind of like hand gestures he was making to like the hand, and then up to the sleeve. Thank you, Miles, for that. I appreciate those details. You give George Costanza a run for being a hand model.
Yeah, I'm a hand model. That's it.
Oh man. Wow.
All right.
It's official. You're in.
I think you make more when you're not part of the cast, but you're the special guest star.
We don't do this for the money. Not at all.
You don't, I do.
I don't.
Getting paid the big bucks.
I just enjoy, having people on, talking, discussing, and like I said, it's become my little Wednesday night routine, and it sucks when I have to work that night shift week and I can't jump on, but I try to be as active as I can be in the chat, But I do appreciate everybody joining us, and sharing this experience. It's a lot of fun.
I appreciate everybody sticking with me with my shaky hand jitters at the beginning, and things seem to have calmed down now. So
That's good.
I mean, it's definitely paying off. Like I said, it's amazing. So
thank you. All right, I want to get in here and start working on these sleeves a little bit more.
After an hour and a half of our nonsense, you're like, oh, I got nothing to worry about.
You guys make me feel right at home. It's great.
just a bunch of shenanigans in the background while you
I
paint.
love shenanigans.
Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant? You're like, you mean shenanigans? No. Like a lot of Canadian humor.
Speaking of Canadian humor, do you guys watch Letterkenny?
I've tried to watch it. I'm more of a Kids in the Hall kind of person for that,
That's
Canadian humor. But yeah, I've watched a few episodes.
I've been meaning to give it a try.
It's if you enjoy like plays on words and things like that. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Isn't there like an Amish farmer? There's a farmer that's a play on words of a certain male anatomy, I think.
Yes.
Letterkenny.
It goes on and on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Have you seen my daughter?
Yep, there it is.
No, I haven't seen your daughter. She said she was going to be here. I think that's about the extent of what I watched. It's like maybe 5-second YouTube clip.
No, a random thing here. A show I've started watching that I've enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would is Taskmaster.
Oh, the British show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they get comedians to do these things. It's just some of them, just the way they approach the different tasks. Very clever.
So our guilty pleasure right now is watching. I know it's terrible to say, but Below Deck on Bravo.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
I just want them all to sink. Honestly, I'm just waiting for the boat to go down. Hit like an old landmine, off the Australian coast. Just
Wow. It's not where I was expecting you to go with it.
sorry, eat the rich. Unless they're paying for nice artwork. So if they're giving back by buying nice art, then yeah, it's fine. But yeah, that's kind of become our like Tuesday night, Wednesday night, whenever it airs, kind of guilty pleasure. But also Ahsoka, been rewatching that a good bit.
Yeah.
To kind of get all the little elements, and I'm looking forward to whatever Dave Filoni's going to be putting out in the future. I'm hoping that he ends up just getting the complete reins to Star Wars. Yeah.
So hopefully now you guys can see kind of like what I mean about blocking in and then coming back.
Yes.
And working. Detail. Like the difference between that sleeve and that sleeve.
Yeah. The bend in the wrinkles in the arm.
Yeah.
In the left sleeve. So we got a jump. We're at 350 now with relics.
Oh, it was the wrinkles. The wrinkles did it.
The wrinkles.
See?
Add more wrinkles. Give him 400
I didn't know
wrinkles.
there was going to be wrinkles in this.
Everybody loves wrinkles, which makes me happy because I'm old.
Change the grip on the right to a hot dog, and I think you'll get $400. I'm just kidding.
Love it.
Oh, David just jumped up to 375.
I just want to confirm you just said change the grip to hot dogs. I just want to make sure I didn't hit my head earlier and not realize it.
I didn't say that. I think you've got a conclusion.
Oh,
You said Italian
You
sausage.
may have to go to the doctor.
Battle Royale here.
Yeah, we got two at 400, 425 now.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
David.
Yeah, he actually said Italian sausage, not hot dog.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I'm Italian.
I said bratwurst. I mean, just going back and just looking at little details you're adding to the chain as well. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
But to see how simple, how just a few colors can make things pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. You get in your light source, you get in your shadow. Beautiful stuff. I wish I knew how to draw.
It just goes from like a shape to an object.
Exactly.
Did you say you wish you got it wrong?
My wife is coming home from work, so the dog's probably going to go ape shit for a second. I'll let her out of my room, so I'll have to step away for a second.
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
We'll put googly eyes on him while you're gone.
Yeah, I'll come in. I'll come in there. Continue for you.
Eyes on the windows to Ghost Rider's face.
That would be awesome.
He needs a nice flower here in his flames.
Hey, they're all happy accidents. It's all good.
Out of the Continental as well from SNL when Christopher Walken's on there. I've spilled champagne all over your boobs. Sorry. I know. I'm now 10 years old. Sorry, everybody.
No.
since I started on these chains, I feel like I got to go around and work on all of them now.
It just eats away at you, doesn't it?
Yeah, like I can't have some of these chains looking cool and others not. I'm not trying to go too crazy with the detail. I just want to get the right highlight in the right spot, and that's just enough to sell it.
You know what? Sometimes that's all you need. I mean,
Yeah.
it's working.
Were there any other pieces other than the Hellboy that you have for sale on? Is there more stuff on your website you have for sale right now?
Yeah, there is more stuff on my
Interesting.
website.
Okay.
There's a store section on my website, and I have
Okay.
a few pieces there. I sold a ton of stuff at San Diego Comic-Con, so a lot of the smaller pieces like this size are gone. There might be a couple on there, but yeah.
I see a Jason Voorhees, perfect
is,
for
yeah.
Halloween, and then I see a Harley Quinn with Joker. It's like a sign exploding in the background.
Yep.
You've got the
Myles, what state are you in?
I'm in North Carolina. I lived in Michigan for 40-something years before I decided I didn't like the cold. Well, I decided long before I finally got out after 40-something years.
Yeah, Nathan, the True Blue Collectibles. He's originally from Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. Just the subtle touch of the collar there.
Yep, that's all I want.
A little bit of light, yeah. And there it is. It's a collar.
Right. Yep. All right, so now I think I'm going to get over to this sleeve here.
Wow.
And we're cruising now. We're going pretty quick. The face was definitely and some of the technical details near the bottom were definitely like sticky points that took a bit of time, but like now it's the fun part. And I thought, I'm going to do something simple for this stream. And I was just going to do like a close up of his face and stuff. And then all of a sudden it turned into this and that. And it got bigger. And I was like, oh, crap. You keep doing this to yourself. Why do you do this to yourself, Myles?
I think a lot of people are entranced right now because we still have 18 people watching. Actually, 19,
Oh, that's awesome.
And
excellent question from Nathan. Put somebody on the spot.
I would love to have Myles on a set. I don't know if I can afford him.
jump to 450 relics. Thank you, sir.
Actually, while we have you here, Tony, when's your next set due out? So let's get a plug in.
I'm sorry, that froze. I didn't hear a thing.
Oh, sorry, for you. So why don't we get you a plug in? When is your next set coming out? And what is it?
No, it's it'll be because normally we would have a Halloween set coming out in October, but because Classic Mythology kind of had too many bumps, we're not doing Halloween this year. But it'll be Spellcasters next year. We're going to do it on timely this time, and it's going to be a May-June release, and then we're going to do a Halloween set for the end of the year.
Nice.
So yeah, it definitely needs to be done.
The bids jumped up to 500. Relics is in the lead. Oops. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Just hit my camera. Sorry about that. There we go.
You're drunk.
You're drunk, Ghost Rider. Go home.
Yeah.
Put down the lighter fluid. Back away from the gas pump.
Yeah, this camera is like centimeters from my shoulder, so it's like tough not to bump it.
Like
sometimes.
a parrot? Is it like a
Parrot cam.
Yeah, it's basically a parrot. Yes.
Show us the sketch. Show us the sketch.
That's some white. That's some white. I love that you left some of that red on his jacket in the chest area and the
Yep.
shoulders just to come through.
Thanks.
I love that. It gives a really nice effect to it.
Yeah, kind of the reflective glow almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to pretend there's fire here somehow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, so that's a good question. So I do enjoy Ghost Rider, but I don't know the character enough to know the answer to this question. Is it only his head that's in flames, or is it actually
It's supposed to be
is
his
it burning
entire body.
underneath
His
the jacket?
entire body's on fire.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when you look at some of the Texier art and some of the other artists, you see the glow coming out of the sleeves sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending upon the angle. I have seen a panel where he does rip off the jacket, and it's just all on fire. So
Yeah, I've seen him
It's
with
like
all his gloves on, and his
asbestos.
gloves are all skeletal. And
gloves are on fire and everything.
I want to get some brush strokes here going in the direction that jacket would be wrinkling. So I had some little fidgety brush strokes in there I didn't like. So I'm trying to make some more broad sweeping ones that kind of go in the direction that the wrinkles of the jacket will go in. And it might not show up on camera, but it'll definitely show up when you see the original. You'll see the brush strokes for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, because correct me if I'm wrong. At this point, you've covered the initial layout. So at this point, it's all just kind of in your head where you want to go, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at this point, it's just fun stuff, like trying to figure out where I want to put the wrinkles in the jacket and stuff like that.
now, what's the typical length for a piece getting finished from start to finish? It depends on what you're doing.
100% depends on like the size of the piece and complexity of what I'm painting. Obviously we're going to do this piece in, I don't know, however many 2-3 hours here or something like that, but we're dealing with just black and white
Mhm.
on an 8x10. So it's slightly simplified. If this was like a full color piece this size, it would take much longer.
It's funny. It looks bigger than 8x10. Like from where I'm seeing it.
Yeah, there's my hand.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Wow. I don't know if you've seen it in the comics, but Wolverine actually has become the Helverine. He's actually possessed by a demon now, so he's got flaming claws, flaming skull, like Ghost Rider. So
Nice.
Isn't the flame on his skull the shape of his hair?
it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
it goes to the shape of his hair.
You got to have the shape of the hair in there.
I just got that comic in not too long ago, so I've yet to read it though, but I've kind of got the gist of it. Some of those comics explained YouTube videos pop up automatically, and I'm like, no, stop! You're spoiling it. Go back to Australian release. Come on, stop.
I love that show. It's so good. Comics Explained, so good.
Yep. That guy's like, check it out. What's happening now is, check it out. Wolverine is now a celestial.
He's great.
Yeah, it's that emphasis at the end.
He puts so much energy into it. It's just awesome.
I know. He definitely has Death Wish coffee, ready to go.
Yeah.
Drinking 4 or 5 cups. He's like, I gotta make a video. Wow. It's just like the little tiny, excuse me, it's been a long day for me. The tiny little subtle strokes. I mean, just every little brush stroke adds even more detail. I just can't get over it.
This is the fun part. I love this part because it's like, all right, all the stressful stuff is now done.
Mhm.
Like the form is here. You know, the general structure of the character looks decent. Proportions and
Those
stuff.
little
Like,
subtle
now they have
nuances
to
you're
point.
adding. Yeah.
Let's bring it to life.
Right.
You're right, Matt. Are you having a?
There's already 3 clips of me falling down in different group chats.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, man.
are they gonna add like new order, like? So you like with your legs going back up.
Yeah, it's your legacy now.
Seriously,
They have
right?
to play. I get knocked down.
Get up again.
Keep looping it.
Peace in the night away.
Or of course, as I'm going down.
The code. No, not the code.
Oh, wow.
Oh Lord. God, the memes we're gonna see tomorrow in MCCW when you falling down. Sorry, man.
I'm gonna knock you down.
I see now when that EPAC masterpieces price hits. Oh, Lord.
Poor Matt.
It's all right. We all have those embarrassing moments.
Mhm.
I've got a few out there. Not on the internet though, but other places.
Sadly, the internet has now made all those moments live on forever.
God, yeah.
And in 2023, we have a video of the fallen. And there's Matt.
There's some,
So what
some,
set
like-
is everybody looking most forward to that's coming out?
What's that?
Is there a set that everybody's like, holy crap, that's the set I can't wait for?
for me, actually, it is tied to what you're drawing. Midnight Suns, in the near future. So many Ghost Rider sketches, Zarathos, I know Dan Rizzo, who's in chat, is looking forward to that one too.
I mean, rather than say looking forward to, I'd say anticipating, which is for me.
Saving up.
Only because, I mean, it's such a high price point. It could go a bunch of different ways.
That premiere. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
2017 premiere was the set I went the hardest on, I think, of any in my collecting. So it's got a special place for me, but that's a lot to justify if you don't. Let's just say I hope the quality is there.
Well, I hope you're not disappointed.
So I've ordered 3 boxes, and that's going to sort of be my my test balloon, and we'll see how it goes from there.
I'm just a poor artist. I can't afford boxes or sets, so I'm looking forward to getting paid by these.
Yeah, right.
Sets.
Yeah, we look forward to you getting paid, honestly, and compensated properly for that work. So, in the future, hopefully.
Actually, I'm going to be doing something that I've never done on a future set,
Ooh.
and that's doing 5x7s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, same.
So I think you might be working on the same set as me then.
It's possible. I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Stay on the set in the future.
I actually, I have 2 sets that I'm waiting on stuff to arrive that was already supposed to arrive long ago. So we'll see when those arrive.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the one yet for the 5x7s.
Yeah, that one for me was supposed to ship like a month ago, maybe.
I was told September 1st.
Yep, we're on the same side.
Okay, yeah.
That's the one.
And then I was just invited to a weird set today by Upper Deck. And I just kind of went, what?
Yeah, that's going to be a no for me. But
Yeah, it was just weird. Don't you guys wish you knew what we were talking about?
Well, they've done. I'm trying to think of the weird ones they've done. They've done space, right?
It's along that lines. It's kind of it's not space, but it's along the line. It's not Marvel or superhero related.
Right.
So
Is it dinosaurs driving cars, like classic muscle cars? Like
I'm hoping it's gourds.
As in pumpkins?
Yeah.
All right.
Pumpkins, squash, all of it. You got all of it,
You must be out of your gourd.
right? You got your regular squash, you got your butternut. I mean, it's just endless.
so butternut
Oh,
squash
yeah.
soup is
I
awesome.
hear you, man. I could paint gourds forever.
I don't think they can talk about upcoming sets that until its actually checklist is released, Armando. So you'll have to just wait on that, buddy.
I can tell you, I'm not on Premiere. I mean, not Platinum. Sorry,
On Plutonium. Okay.
Plutonium. Yes.
I'll just say that I'm very much looking forward to the release of Platinum. And that's all I'm going to say for now.
There you go. And that's all you need to say.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if my next joke is inappropriate or not.
If you have to think about it, probably.
It's probably
We
really
passed the 2-hour mark, so you can go ahead and let your freak flag fly, Mr. Fuller. Go ahead.
No,
Well, I am surprised that
I'll put it in private chat.
how quickly it's been coming out.
I mean, there's so many things, and there's so many things that we know are coming out, haven't been announced yet, like the Fleer Ultra Wolverine set, and then also the Fleer Ultra, the Spider-Man set as well. So, I mean, because we've seen those cards out there. So, yeah, it definitely was a little dark twist of humor there, Matt.
So,
Oh.
Now I need to look into what this says.
Or exploding SpaceX rockets. Said, I had a little blue to the contrail.
Well, I'm feeling like I'm kind of starting to wrap this thing up here. So I might just put my signature on it at this point, unless you guys see something I missed.
I don't see anything you've missed. I mean, you've added more detail than I thought, was possible, especially with the sleeves and the flames. I mean, it's amazing.
I
So
think you forgot his beauty mark.
give him a mole.
That would be
I
awesome.
want a birthmark on his left forehead, side
His
of the
left
forehead.
buttock.
Can you give him a missing tooth?
A little crack on the skull.
No, that's fantastic. Seriously.
So I think Relics, you are the proud owner. I guess we'll go ahead and call it on this. You'll have to reach out to Myles. You can go to his IG, which is just, I think, Myles Wohl Art, all one word, correct?
It's actually just Myles Wohl. My
Just
Facebook
Myles
is
Wohl,
Myles
okay.
Wohl Art.
Okay, so Facebook is Myles Wohl Art. So either reach out there or on Instagram, Myles Wohl. And if I think we're gonna go and close that. So yes, sir. Congrats. We appreciate you. Everybody bidding on it tonight. I know Myles appreciates that. And like I said, you guys are getting an amazing piece of art too. So
Just so there's
definitely
no
worth every penny.
just so there's no confusion, how long will it be before you mail that out?
Before I mail this out, it'll probably be about 3 weeks. So we want about 2 weeks to dry, and then I'm going to varnish it and wait a few more days before I put it in the mail so it doesn't stick to whatever
Just
it's
so
surrounded with.
the winner knows.
Yeah, so there's the piece, and we'll get this flipped around so that I can see you guys again.
Very nice. Very nice. Ah! No.
Oh, no.
Take it away. Put it the other way.
Stop it.
Oh, my God.
Bring back the dog.
yeah, where'd the dog go? No.
Where did the dog
The
go?
dog is laying on the floor down there. I
Oh,
thought my wife was coming home, but I'm not sure. She might eventually be home. Maybe she had to stay at work. I'm not sure.
I understand.
It happens when you're a nurse. Sometimes they just make you stay longer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's a nice. Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah. Appreciate what she does. Yeah, no, I get those I get off at 7:00 and I get those 6:59 calls, and it's a 80-year-old person trying to figure out how to email something. And I'm just like, dear God, just kill me now. Just lightning bolt.
You're 80 years old. You got nobody to email. Leave me alone.
Please retire. Please just retire. Please just go enjoy your
You need a
golf
nap.
course.
You need a nap.
Just go get some Jim Beam, get a bottle, sit on the porch, yell at kids, get off your lawn.
I didn't get to see a lot of the chat while I was painting, but you're welcome to the people who said thank you, and I hope everybody enjoyed it or learned something or whatever.
I think everybody enjoyed it. We have 19 people who are still here, who enjoyed the process and seeing it all. And, eventually we have to get you playing Mario Kart so you can beat Matt, so, which I've heard isn't very hard to do.
I do have a Switch, but I only use it for Breath of the Wild and sequel, whatever the heck the sequel's called.
But it is on record that Matt did beat Norin.
Yes, yes.
So,
broadcast that to the world, please.
Yes. I was there. I witnessed it.
In 10 games, I came in 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11, and 5.
I'll put it on screen.
Warren was 6 in that one, so that's the only game that matters.
I still have to figure out Discord. I think I'm getting that stage of senioritis that I'm just like this newfangled technology with the kids just putting stuff everywhere. Yeah. So, but hey, Myles, really, man, we really appreciate you joining us.
Awesome.
Like I
Thanks
said,
for having me.
This was amazing. Just
awesome.
to see that go from that, and then also to do the recap of your work, just to see the style change. And I know I speak for everybody. We're looking forward to everything you do in the future, man. We really do.
I definitely appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun, and maybe I'll be able to come back sometime and do it again.
Oh yeah, no, you have an open invitation. Just as well with Tony. We appreciate him as well joining us. Join us anytime. If you just want to come on and hang out and chat.
Don't
have
say
time.
that.
So
Don't invite me. I'm like a vampire, man. I'll never leave.
I'm fine with that. You're gonna get this in the mail. You guys shoot me your address too.
Yeah. I'll give it to you.
Just send me your address and I'll mail that off to you, man. But but not Dre. No, Dre can come on too. We'll have Dre on whenever he wants. So we'll just leave and let them run the stream. Honestly, you guys
works.
Nerd out.
I love seeing that, Myles. I love seeing that. As Derpa said, from the beginning to end, it was beautiful seeing it come to life.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night. And like I said, anybody who want a giveaway, please reach out to the person you want it from. I already have my 2 guys who reached out to me, so I'll be sending EPAC, trades off in just a few minutes. So look forward to that, guys. And like I said, we really appreciate you guys, and we hope you all have a great week, and we will see you next week on Unbound for next week. So we still have Ghost Rider, and we still have Daredevil supposedly. So we'll see when those pop up. So thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Have a happy.
Thank you, Myles. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Oh, he jumped off.